Good morning, everyone. Hi, I'm back. It's me, Maria Wall. So today I'm going to share to you about Padlet. So Padlet is a great platform for bookmarking and sharing digital content. It is a great idea or an ideal tool to use with students in class. Now we are here in this Padlet site of mine that I'm planning to use to my class for next school year, probably this August. You can use it while you are in the class or face-to-face setting, or if you are going to do virtual learning too at the same time, or if you want to do a training and you want to make it more interactive to the participants, usually the teachers. So what are some features of the Padlet? So the Padlet is very easy to use. It doesn't require any software installation. Easily add notes, text, images, videos, and drawings to your wall, add Word documents from computer. It has variety of layouts, and you can use it using your mobile phones, your cell phones, or even the cell phones of your kids. We're going to find out that later on. And for sure, or the most important is that it enhances collaborative work. Multiple people can post to the same wall at the same time. And you can also have a variety of formats, including PDF, image, CSV, or Excel. And of course, Padlet is completely free. You can use it. You don't need to have subscription or payments. So guys, I have here the All About Me Padlet that I created that I want to use for the first 2 days or the first day of opening of school year. So I want to share it to you now. So I created the title here and the subtitle, and I don't want to show to my student the PowerPoint or video about myself. So I want to make it more engaging and interactive to my students. So they're not just listening, they have participation and getting to know me as their teacher. So this is a kind of Padlet that I choose where they will just click yes or no, or they will just click thumbs up and thumbs down, thumbs up for true or thumbs down for false. So we have here the true or false, and then I uploaded a GIF, pictures, and also there is a question. So up to here below. So once they answer, it will save here, and I would be able to identify I would be able to know their answers too. Now let us go back on how to make your own Padlets. So here, to make your own Padlet, we will just click the plus sign, make a Padlet. And then here you will see you have a lot of, or a variety of layout. If you want wall, canvas, stream, grid, and shelf style, back channel, map. Map is really a great way to use if you're teaching social studies or even in science related topic, and timeline too in social studies too, or in an article or something like a biography. So guys, for example, I want to do scavenger hunt about clouds in my class for next school year. So prior to this, I want to give my student like an article, science article about clouds, so they have reference, or another option, they can do some research or Google or whatever references that you can give them too. So to start to that, I want to choose the shelf layout, stack content in a series of columns. So I want to choose this because I have here 3 questions where students can answer it. I will now click the select since this is the one that I chose. And then you will see here the modify things. This modify part, you will be able to edit whatever you want in your Padlet. So I want to edit the title here. So I want to type clouds. And then description, scavenger hunt. I want to do it this way so the teaching and learning process is not like spoon feeding for the kids. And then icon, I'm looking for something about earth science. Icon, if I can see here about earth, hope I can see it. I checked it before and I saw that there was an earth icon here. Okay, let's say this one. And then once you click this, you will see the icon here on the left part. So I have here my name, the title, and the description, and the icon. Okay, and then I will click this arrow back. And aside from that, you can also add your own. Now, the next thing that I want to edit, this address, if this is very important because you can copy paste it or you can send it to the student. This is like the link where your student will have an access about your Padlet, your activity. And then the appearance or wallpaper, if I am okay to this already. If you don't want to add another images, it's up to you. If you want, let's say I want to add, you can add like solid colors, gradients, textures, and patterns, or pictures if you already saved something in your computer. And then if you want to add your own, so let's say this add your own. Under add your own, you have an option of search images, upload, paste link, take photo, and draw. So I will click the search images. That's what I want. So the clouds here is already typed. I want to choose this, and then once you click the image, it will appear here. So this is my background now. And then just click this arrow back. Then you can edit also the fonts. Here we have 4 fonts. And then display author name above each post. So every time you type here as a teacher, so it will appear your name, like Maria Soriano, it will appear here. But I don't want to do that because I have here already my name. And then new post position, where do you new post appear? Is it from first or from last? It doesn't matter to me. And then allow viewers to comment on posts. I don't want to do it now yet. And then, but we're gonna take a look at it later on. And then the reactions here. If you can remember, while on my video, I used about the topic all about me. So I chose like here or both, the voting, but I'm not gonna use these things now because I want the answer of the students. And then we have require approval. I don't need to I don't need to require them. So it's gonna be faster. And then replace bad words with nice emojis. I want this. This is very safe, especially for the students and for us too. So just want to make sure. So if you're all okay here, you can click next here. This next. Yay, you're all set. So post your heart's contents. Use the pause button, drag files in, or double or click anywhere. And then now start posting. So you can post here. Can it be? I think I can type the name here. Let's say my first question is, how do clouds float? And then let's click save. So you can see here, you can rename it again, the column, or you can delete the column. For example, if you make mistake. And then this plus sign is where the student will answer. But of course, you can use it too in the teacher's training if you want to do some reflections from your participants. So for example, they're going to click this and then they're going to type their name. Let's see. So for example, Maria, yes, and then here I can type my answer. So clouds float, and then I want to delete it now for the meantime because I'm not a student. Yes. So students here can edit and delete their post too. And then I want to add another question. How do clouds form? And then save. You can do it as a group. You can do it by partner, or you can do it individually. Of course, if you have a small amount of number of students in the class or in virtual learning, they can do it individually. If your students are around 20 maybe or 18, you can do it by partner, or if it is by group, you can do it like 4 to 5 members. And then the last question is, what are clouds made of? And then save. And then we're good. And then when you're done, I only have 3 questions. So it means these 3 questions are the questions that the students will answer by giving them article about clouds or by doing some research in Google or any references. And then when you're done, so students can have an access to this, you can click the share. You can also invite members or add members by adding their email. And then here you have an option, copy link to clipboard. If you want to copy it and paste it in Google Classroom, you can do it too. Another option is to put the cursor here and then copy and then go to Google Classroom and then paste it. Okay, aside from that, we also have get QR code, embed in your blog or your website through their email, or if it is very easy for you to share it on Facebook, especially if the kids or parents, like for example in the Philippines, it's easy to reach out to kids and parents through Facebook nowadays. Share it on Twitter, and then this is what I'm saying, share on Google Classroom. And you can also save as image, save as PDF, save as CSV, save as Excel spreadsheet, and you can also print this. Let's go to this get QR code. This is the easiest way, I think. Aside from students, teachers in the training can do it too. So when I click the QR code and then save as, and then it's already there, clouds, because that's the title, and then enter. So you see here, it is saved. So once it is saved already, you can show it during the teacher's training, or you can show it to your students. Anyway, Padlet, they can do it too using the cell phone. So what are they going to do? For example, me, I have an phone, an iPhone phone. I don't know how it will turn out to the other kind of phone. I'm not familiar to that. So for the students or the teachers to access this, you will just go to your camera of your phone, and then it's like taking a picture of it. And then when you see that there are 4 yellow corners of this QR code, click open padlet.com in summary. And then it will lead there, and then the students can start to answer. So they will just type their name there and their answer, of course. And then once they're done, they can post their answer. So, and then after, so let's close this. Let's say all students answer here already, they have answers. You can ask your student like to share what they have learned or what they have researched. Is like think, pair, and share. Of course, as a teacher, you can also have an access here who students made it, who students didn't make it. So aside from that, it is it is up to you if you want to record their answer, or what I mean as a grade, or this is like a best way to have like a recitation at the same time. So that's it, guys. Now we will go back here and we will check if it is safe. I think it's safe already. I hope so. So it's here. So this is the first one that I made, and this is the second one that I made. So it's all about me. Let's see this Padlet action. You can archive it or delete Padlet too if you don't need it anymore. It's up to you guys. And then if you want to add another Padlet again, you can just click make a Padlet, or if you want to join a Padlet. And if you want to do gallery too, let's click this gallery. So in gallery, you can open what others did, those who are members here or who already have an account, but you cannot use it right away, I think, because there is like, I'm going to show this to you. So if you're going to click this remake, for example, this book reports, it says here, make a copy of a Padlet to use as a template of your own work. Note, we value intellectual property rights. Do not use remake to plagiarize. Read more in our content policy. So you will just copy the design or copy post. But if you want to make it more personal, or if you want to personalize it, that it is really yours, I recommend to do it on your own. Now, let's say here, there is another feature to that is very basic. The one that I showed you, the cloud, is very basic. The other feature is, for example, here, all about me. I'm just showing it to you guys, how to do it. This is one of the kind of the Padlet what is that? Layout. I'm sorry, guys. I'm thinking like outlet. If you want to add more, you can just click this one. Once you click this one, it will appear to the title and write something, and you can upload, pick a file, you can copy the link, you can search right away in the Google if you want images, videos, GIF, audio, or web, if you want to use your cam. And if you click this, there are different features too, like if you want to record your screen, draw, place, snap, and film, and voice to record audio from your microphone. So I'm going to close this and let's go back here. So now, in addition to that, guys, I have 32 interesting ways to use Padlet. I got it from a certain website, and then I just edit some of it, like the background and layout of it. So what are the 32 interesting ways to use Padlet in the classroom? So let's view this, guys. Let's say present. So number one, collect ideas for exploration. Students can create a Wallwisher. The old name or the former name of the Padlet is Wallwisher, with the title of the team work, allow open editing, work as individuals or class, embed in learning or into learning platform. And then number two, useful for plenaries. Many children would rather sit quietly than ask or answer questions during a plenary, so creating a plenary wall for children to use instead. So for example, in recitation, it is very hard for some students to raise their hand and answer. They are like kind of hesitant to answer, but with this Padlet, you will be able to get like 100% participation of your students or your teachers in the training. Number three, for example, if your topic is about regular polygons, so a student can search images, like where can we find polygons in our daily lives. So there, you can use it too in math. And then giving out assignments, pupil team evaluation, give questions for pupils to post feedback evaluating a team. For example, if you read a story and you want to ask them what is the theme of the story. Team, when we say team, it means what something or moral values that they have learned from the stories. This is a very good example. And then number six, gather feedback. So create a wall to gather feedback from a wider audience. This is what I'm saying for the teachers who are conducting training. So instead of writing their feedback in a piece of paper, they can just type their answers or their feedback through Padlet. And then number seven, let the students showcase their work. So they can upload here their work. And then book reviews, if you're doing book reviews in ELA or any science or social studies article, create honor walls. For example, here in the USA, Veterans Day honor wall. Students share success criteria, environmental pledges in science. a suggestion box in library on the circulation desk, international greetings, where in the world you were born, review of the year, notes to peer presentation. If you're doing like presentation of the students, like reporting, and then the students would be able to give some notes or point of view while they are in reporting. And then departmental sharing resources and embedding them in the blog. A thank you wall. Honestly, I'm thinking like I want to do it like we have student of the month, because we have student of the month here, so I can post their pictures and why they are chosen as a student of the month, like their contributions, their positive attitude, behavior in the class, summarizing student learning, matching exercises. Oh, it's loading. I don't know, guys, why it's loading. Let's go to 23, a class greeting card. You can create a greeting card for your students where they can edit to, or they can create, and then it's like an online greeting card. You can do that too. Happy Father's Day or Happy Mother's Day or Teacher's Day, you know. Students' reflections on learning. I really do reflections. So usually in the classroom, I always have a lot of post-it notes, and then I have like a corner in my classroom where after every lessons in all subject or most of the subject, if ever we didn't finish the math lessons, like we ran out of time, so I asked my students to write their reflections, mean what's something they have learned from the lesson or something they have learned today, and then they write it in the post-it notes and post it on the wall. But they can do it too using Padlet. So this is an alternative way. And then number 25, I don't know what happened to 25. 26, cooking with Moodle for one of my Moodle courses. Okay, this is good. Fast food collecting, workshop on Mahara, use of cell phones in school. Like if you are having like a writing prompt, you want to get the idea or the opinion of your students. So of course, if you are writing an opinion, you need to do brainstorming first, so students can have different ideas from their classmates, so they can have these statement ideas that they can use to reason out in writing their opinion article. So for example, here, should cell phones and other mobile devices be banned at school? So you want to gather the ideas of opinion of your students. 30, to speak about, I'm not sure of the pronunciation of this, Chilean miners. Sorry guys. In here, use Padlet as a storyboard when creating a dialogue or comic or movie. And then I think this is the last, create a continuum or post your point of view. Like for example, here, the influence of environment and hereditary factors on anorexia. So, I don't know why they were able to unload. So guys, I hope that you learned a lot from our video today. Thank you so much for trying to watch and listen. And I hope that you're going to use it in your class for teaching the student. You can use it digital learning or virtual learning, or even when we're about to start face-to-face, you can use it to, even student doesn't have a computer, I think, but as long as teacher have computer, it's up to you guys. How are you going to make it more interactive and engaging for the students? Because if your students have cell phones in their classroom, though we don't allow them to use it during class hours, they can use their cell phones, their iPad, their tablet to participate in Padlet. So there are many ways. So it's not only having a computer, guys. So guys, see you again next time. Happy sharing and happy learning.